Listen, on top of this arrest warrant, there's a reward if someone catches you, quote, dead or alive, for $100,000.
Yeah.
What's your reaction to that?
100,000 for my head. Try it, buddy. Try it. You're not gonna get full. You're gonna trip over a tripwire in my house and get blown to smithereens.
Hello, everyone. Before this episode of the Jack Lamb podcast begins, I have a message for everyone who is listening. Today, at our guest's request, the studio is completely empty. No staff, no cameraman, nobody. This is because there is an active warrant out for my guest. And a bounty, I believe, as well, for $100,000. Anybody who helps with her capture, quotes, dead or alive. We've taken precautions today. That being said, just because we are hosting this particular guest today does not mean that I or anyone on the Jack Lamb podcast endorses the alleged crimes committed by this guest. I want to make that very clear. Now, without further ado, here's episode 2 of the Jack Lamb podcast. Folks, welcome to the Jack Lamb podcast episode 2. I am here with our guest. She is a member of the most notorious family in the country, the most popular and biggest woman of the sands. To some, she's a ruthless criminal, and to others, she's the big lovable diva of Blaine County.
I'm the big carrot grandma.
Please welcome Tonya O'Neil. Tonya, this is big.
Oh, very big.
I
know what I'm gonna do.
You've gotten yourself into quite a pickle, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, quite the big picky.
I mean, is it fair to say, or would it be an exaggeration to say that you are the most wanted criminal in all of San Andreas right now?
You know what? I would say that is very fair to say, and that surprises me, considering I've never wanted to do nothing but sit around and get high.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's the majority of my charges. Up until the end, at least. We won't talk about that.
Okay, that's fine. So those things that we won't talk about, you got charged for those things, and there was a big trial.
Charged with like 3 attempted murder of a federal agent.
Yeah.
I mean, do I
we are
regret
talking
it?
about them then.
No, I really don't.
Okay, well, either way.
Will I do it? Will I do it again? Yeah, most definitely.
Well,
do I want to do it again? Not really.
Okay, well, that's something. Basically, there was a big trial, right? And I believe you were represented by Davey Lumen, is that correct?
I was represented by Davey Lumen. He has made it his way onto the men list. He's a snake.
So you're not satisfied with the services, are you?
Oh, no, I was very satisfied. That man is, he's one of the best men I think I've ever met. Look, I wouldn't rate him above Pablo Pepper, but maybe like right under the Mexican Dewey.
Okay, well, he got you a life sentence, right? I mean, given the crimes and the evidence, I suppose that's...
He gave me a life sentence. That Judge Dork Hudson, son of a bitch. He gave me the life sentence. And you know what? If I find him, I'd rather do it. I'd like be a good Christian lady right now.
Fine. And then, so you went to prison, right? You went to San Andreas prison up north. And then, how did you escape again?
Well, it's...
Okay?
Sorry, here to hear, boy. Anyway, I was trying to get some charges appealed, right? I'm trying to get back out to society and get to work. And then they get me a court order, 6 weeks of exercise, and then they take the charges off.
Oh, that's good.
Just for that one, no, just for that one, which is terrible.
Huh.
And you know, I knew even just getting that one removed, I wasn't going to make it out of there alive.
I see.
So I had a chance to. There was one marshal there. No handcuffs, no nothing. I just jumped over the pen. You know, they always called me a whale. Well, I guess I really proved him right this time.
Yeah, I saw the video. He took you to the pier on this exercise program, and you just jumped off. You jumped into the water, and you escaped.
Of course I did.
That is amazing.
Yeah, the marshals really ain't nothing. They're not all that.
And as a result of this escape, I believe there's I think you have 3 new charges against you. Escaping federal custody, I think, is one of them. Obstructing law enforcement operations, and then also resisting arrest.
Resisting arrest. I never touched that officer. What is resist? That one wasn't under arrest at that point.
I don't know. I read the warrant. That's what they seem to be charging you with. Either way, if you go back to prison, it's not looking good, Tonya. You have a life sentence.
Honey, I can assure you this: I'm not going back to prison. They're not taking me alive. And even you, marshal man, watching this, you're not taking me alive.
Tonya, are you aware?
Try it.
Are you aware that if you get sent back to prison, if they catch you, I know you claim you won't, but you won't get caught. But I spoke to an anonymous source over at the
anonymous source.
He'll remain anonymous, but he claims that
you tell him to me right now.
I can't. It's again journalism.
You want to be in the basement with me?
No, basically, Tonya, I'm trying to help you here. Basically, he told me that your execution has basically been approved if they catch you again.
I'm not going to make it to the execution table if they even come close to my farmhouse.
Listen, not just execution, but firing squad. I've never heard of someone receiving such a harsh punishment. I mean, I don't know, Tonya. I mean,
they do that to war criminals. They're not just a friendly neighborhood crackhead. I never hurt nobody.
Well, yeah, it strikes me the wrong way because, I mean, Tonya, I've known you for a while. I've known you since when I ran for governor during our campaign. You helped me out. But, yeah, I mean, I've never heard of such a harsh punishment against one of our own citizens, nonetheless.
Exactly. It's corruption.
I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, I hope it gets resolved.
Well, I hope it does too. That Charles Sutton needs to be removed from office.
Also, on the arrest warrant, it says your height is 4'7" and your weight is 900 pounds. Is that true?
Yeah. Well, I definitely lost a few pounds since I went inside. I went in a big deal at like 1,100, you know.
Yeah. Thanks to the exercise program, I assume.
I came out 750 pounds, so I'm making progress.
wait, you lost 150 pounds?
Well, pretty much more than that. Or 300.
What?
Yeah.
And how long, Tonya? I don't think that's healthy.
What do you mean?
How long did that take you?
Upward. You know what keeps me alive? Steroids.
Oh, okay, well, interesting.
You look at a shoot up?
No, listen, Tonya, first of all, isn't that illegal?
Well, I don't give a shit. I'm already on trial for murder.
That's very true. That's very true. Well, trial's over. Listen, on top of this arrest warrant, there's a reward if someone catches you, quote, dead or alive, for $100,000.
Yeah.
What's your reaction to that?
100,000 for my head. Try it, buddy. Try it. You're not gonna get full. You're gonna trip over a tripwire in my house and get blown to smithereens.
Wait, hold on. You said your house. Are you living at a public location right now? What are you doing?
I will not be announcing where I'm living.
Okay. But you are living somewhere.
You know where I'm living. I seen you walking around, peeking in the windows, watching me undress.
What?
You sick freak.
Okay, that's, for the record, that's not true. It's probably Alex Thornberry who looks like me, but
yeah, could have been Alex Thornberry.
Yeah. Tonya, so you're in hiding right now, and I mean, you claim you have weapons. In fact, you showed me one of them.
Yeah, got an MG right under the couch just in case a squad of police officers want to come in here to give me a piece of their mind.
I don't think any police will be coming here today. You're protected on my honor. But how's the O'Neil family reacting to all of this? Because you're part of the O'Neills, the most notorious family in all of Blaine County. How are they taking this news?
I haven't spoken to Cletus since I got arrested. Whenever that night there when the marshals got me and they brought in all of us, he got pretty pissed. I might have to patch things up with him, but he knows that I've always been for the family, right? Like, I've always been helping us out.
So you think he'll understand?
If you're watching this and you've killed, it's the future and I'm dead, just know that I love you, I love Bucky, I love Clyde, I love Claude, I love Tony, I love Fredrickson, I love Dave, I love Bill. There's a lot of O'Neills, honey.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, we all came from Ohio right after we fled because of Trevor Phillips.
I did have a question, a follow-up about that. The O'Neil family. Are the rumors about Cletus being inbred, are those true?
Now, to be quite honest with you, I don't even know half of our relations. Like, Cletus has called me Mammy before, but he's also referred to me as his sister. I'm confused.
Okay. And yeah, this also came up during when he was running for mayor of Blaine County that he kisses his sister. Any truth to those rumors?
All right, well, I'm going to tell you right now, the last time I tried to kiss him, he threw me off the balcony.
Okay. Well,
and like, I'm the only female in that household, but him and Bucky, I think they got something going on.
Cletus and Bucky are in a
Cletus and Bucky, yeah.
closeted relationship, according to Tonya.
Probably.
Okay.
They go into their bedroom a lot and lock the door. And there's a lot of shouting and banging.
Okay. You know what? Any type of heat that and anger that Cletus has against me already probably has just multiplied because, as you're probably aware, Tonya.
I'm sorry, Cletus. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be honest for the record.
As you're aware, me and Cletus ran against each other in the last governor election. He was originally running for governor.
Yeah.
And you remember, I'll just remind the audience what happened is I actually got him to drop out to join my campaign. And then on the very last day, he betrayed me and endorsed Meek Long, which is very, very dishonorable in my opinion.
Very dishonorable. Cletus was never known for honor.
And basically,
Bucky's the honorable one.
Remember, he endorsed Meek Long because he believed that would be his best chance at becoming mayor of Blaine County.
Look at that. Now look what happened.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he ran in the race, and he lost to a dog by 1 vote.
That's funny shit right there.
I know, man. We had a real blast reporting on that with Lab News. So, Cletus, sorry, man. These things happen when you go against Jack Lamb. Also, Tonya.
Yeah, if you only would have stuck with Jack Lamb, Cletus.
Yeah,
you would be me right now.
Not only would he have gotten my endorsement, but I think he would have been a lot better off because right now this. I'll call it a feud. We have a bit of a feud, Cletus and I. He hasn't threatened me directly, but I've heard rumors that he's quite angry, and he might be wanting to take a little bit of action against me or maybe my employee. I don't know. Either way, we doubled our security since the election, which is crazy because I thought the election is when things would be most heated, but feels like right now we're being hunted not just by Cletus but by multiple groups. But either way, Cletus is one of the big ones, and yeah, it's unfortunate that our feud has to go out this way. And
I don't even know what Cletus hates you, to be quite honest. You did everything for that man, and he's the one that stabbed you in the back. If anyway, you should hate him.
Yeah, oh well, you know what they say about hate.
Don't worry about him, though. I mean, I'm very confident Cletus did not pass the kindergarten.
Okay. Well, that's something that I think has been public knowledge. Either way, yeah. Well, either way, I hope we can patch things up soon.
I love Cletus, though. He's a good boy.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing to focus on, the positives. Cletus, maybe I'll say one nice thing about Cletus.
He might shoot me, but it's been a good run.
Well, Cletus, you know what, I don't have a thing. Cletus might shoot you said?
Yeah.
For what? For getting arrested? For getting all this attention? This heat on the O'Neil family?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Tonya, honestly, I've heard rumors that the O'Neills might be wanting to hunt you down as well. I mean, not only are all the police forces in the state after you, but the O'Neills as well.
Yeah, I just gotta try to talk with Cletus. See, we gotta have a talk and sit down. I mean, I've always been good for the family. I've never done nothing. I've always been the shoulder for everyone, you know.
I don't know.
I just talk to him, and hopefully he cheers up a little bit. I mean, not all the O'Neills hate me. I think it's just Cletus, and he's influencing a lot of them. Mainly the older guys that's been there in the family for decades.
Okay. Bit of a, I don't know if I'd call it nepotism, but favoritism by age, I suppose, is one way of putting it, Yeah,
I mean, if it was favoritism by age, then he'd be all over me, which,
yeah.
and I wouldn't worry about it. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I always do right by the family, and it's just this one time. I mean, if only I didn't try to save Ugug. That's how this whole thing started. Now, Ugug's like a son to me. I didn't want him to. I didn't want to see him to go to prison. We were talking on the radio with him that night when they caught him. He sounded so scared. It broke my heart. I wanted to see him take Ugug.
Man, that is just heartbreaking, Tonya. I don't know.
It's terrible. And they got Uggy, too. Not my little Uggy.
Well, Tonya, looking on the brighter side, I mean, to be honest, the situation for you is looking dire, but there is a chance that you get out of it with perhaps a gubernatorial pardon? Have you considered that?
What are you doing, real?
The governor, whether it be Meek, because he's leaving office soon, or the next governor, whoever it may be, could, in theory, pardon you for your crimes, and, then it's like you have a fresh start.
Well, I don't know why Meek hasn't pardoned me from day one. He always called me a hoochie mama.
Is that so?
Yeah, he did. He let me ride in the beast before.
So, do you have a message for Meek, perhaps? I mean, if he has the power to get you out of the situation...
Yeah, Meek! Well, there go a message for you, honey. Get me out of here. I've always been done right by you. I'm never... I'm not the bad woman that they're trying to portray me for. The DOJ is... On their website, it literally says the Department of Injustice. That should say enough.
I think that's just a typo. Hopefully that's just a typo, because I would not want to live in a system that has a Department of Injustice.
Surely, yeah, just a typo. I'm sure it is. Charles is the Associate Attorney General. Someone should shoot that asshole.
Okay, well, that's going to be another thing he's going to have to pardon you for, but... I don't know. Speaking from personal,
not a threat. That's a promise.
Speaking from personal experience, Tonya, I have a decent amount of faith in the justice system, because the one time that I had to go in front of it was actually when I sued Ram News when they reported fake things about me involving the SCP and smuggling monkeys and whatnot. And believe it or not, they were found guilty, and they had to pay me $7 million, I believe it was. So in that instance, justice did prevail. But in your case, there's I think a little bit more debate that's warranted, and I'm not sure which side I come down on, because again, the crimes you're accused of are they're up there.
I'll tell you what. When you sued Ram News, because I remember watching it on the television, it wasn't the same. Because back then, Charles Sumner was not in office. It was better back then.
I see. So it's just really this one official and the judge?
Exactly. Charles Sumner, he's corrupt. He persuades Richard Lawson. Richard Lawson's basically his bitch.
Okay, well, listen, I think I've spoken to Mr. Lawson a few times. It didn't strike me as that particular type of man.
Oh, yeah, he's Charles's puppet, that's for damn sure.
Okay, interesting accusation. Tonya, do you see any other way to get out of this other than with a pardon? I mean, are you thinking of maybe finding a way to flee San Andreas? I don't know if you can.
I've been thinking about going up to North Yankton.
North Yankton? Okay. What about Cayo Perico?
Cayo Perico, yeah. I mean, I've definitely been in El Presidente's bed before, so it wouldn't be hard for me to fly out there. Okay,
well, listen, just so everyone's aware, I'm not endorsing this type of behavior, nor am I suggesting it, because I don't want to catch any charges here, but, just speaking theoretically, you could also do those things, but it seems like you want to stay here and fight the fire, hide out. Which I think is pretty
I'm still weighing my options. I've been sleeping rough somewhere out near Grapeseed.
Yeah. In my view,
around the Mount Chiliad area, got a little hoity hole set up there.
okay, Tanya, you can't. Okay, I guess I'm keeping that in, but you might have to move, Tanya.
Yeah, no worries.
Either way,
I'm gonna be like Bigfoot.
if you stay here, it's just my honest opinion that Tanya, I don't know how much longer you're gonna live, because either you get caught and they knock on your door or hole, whatever, and you start shooting at them, which I get the sense that you're gonna do.
Boy, I'll stand.
And then
they're taking me out. I'm not going alive.
Tanya, they're gonna kill you if you do that. I suggest, I recommend.
It's the plan.
I recommend.
What do you suggest?
Being very apologetic, maybe turning yourself in, and then if you do, that will give Meek Yu Long a little bit of political leverage, because if he pardons you right now while you're on the run, while you're being an active rebel, that might not look good for him in his political career. But if you go in, turn yourself in, admit what you've done wrong, then he's probably a little more likely to pardon you. That just might be your best chance at ever seeing daylight.
He would have pardoned me before. And I'm seeing daylight right now, honey. I mean, I walked in here when it was daylight.
I know, but, you can't really be out in the public too much, and...
Oh, no, trust me.
Yeah.
I've been sleeping in garbage cans waiting till nightfall, and that's when I've been moving.
Garbage cans. Interesting, okay. Out here in the Los Santos?
It's the best place to hide out. They don't expect you to be in a garbage can.
No, I don't think they do. Has anyone ever seen you while you've been on the run? Has anyone recognized you?
No one's recognized me. I mean, I ran into a couple of hippies, but that's about it.
Okay. So I'm probably the first person to be speaking with you after this whole situation. Well, Tanya,
they're not gonna catch me.
I'm just curious. The next election, you have any thoughts about it? Anyone in particular you want to win?
I want Ugug to win, because if Ugug wins, that means I get a voice in the government.
Really?
Exactly, and it would be great for all of San Andreas.
So, gubernatorial candidate Ugug has promised you a position.
Laws. You want to carry an RPG into a black subs? You can do it under Ugug.
Okay, to be clear,
you want to be free? You want to be free to drive your course without facing felony charges? Damn! All these governors out there.
I mean, Tanya, wasn't Ugug recently charged and given a life sentence himself?
That does not mean nothing. All those charges are fake. He's appealing them to the DOJ right now. I think he's not nearly half off his record.
But either way, if he's, if those charges are still active, he's not eligible to continue running for governor.
Yeah. I heard all the charges still left on him were non-violent.
Yeah. Huh. Well, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, certainly. If Ugug wins and you get a position in government, man, what a twist that would be.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I'd be good for the state.
Do you know what position exactly? Head of the National Guard?
Down there would be great. Head of the National Guard. I could be the general of the National Guard, yeah.
Tanya, honestly, I wouldn't recommend it. I think they'll probably revolt and, assassinate you.
I'd like to see them try. I'll need if I step foot on a military base, the first thing I'm doing is getting a tank.
Well.
You want to see me in a tank?
I don't know, audience. Do you want to see Tonya O'Neil in a tank? Leave a comment down below.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, honey. You know what I think of the DOJ?
Oh, yeah? Oh. Tanya, I have to sit in here.
That's what I think of the DOJ.
Okay, all right.
Sorry.
You
got some Febreze?
It's fine. No, we're almost done anyway. I'll sit through it. Let's see. What else haven't we gotten to? Tanya, I've known you for a long while. You helped me in my campaign for governor. You've done you've done a lot of negatives, but also a lot of positives for me. And it's just really as a spectator looking into your situation, it's just really fascinating to see. And
It's really fascinating to see half the state's resources being focused onto a crackhead. It's pathetic.
That's what it seems like. And right now, your story, the story of Tonya O'Neil, could really go in either way right now. And if I'm honest, I don't know which way it's going to go. Either you're going to get caught again, or, sent to prison if you're not dead by then. Or you're going to get a pardon. Or they just release you. I don't know. So many different things could happen. But whatever happens, you bet I'll be watching, Tonya. Again, I don't endorse your crimes, but I've known you for a while, and I know that deep down you're a good woman.
I'm a cool-intuited person, yeah. I never hurt nobody.
Well, I think you did, but either way.
Unless they hurt me first.
Okay. I'll let the judge determine that. I think he did. Regardless.
Well, he already did. Corrupt son of a bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you could request a appeal, a retrial. I don't know what your options are. You'll have to speak to Davey, your lawyer. Did.
Not now, though.
Okay.
Davey doesn't want to represent me again.
Really?
I kept emailing him. He never got back to me, son of a bitch.
Okay, all right.
God, I love that man.
Well, Tonya, last thing. In case things don't go right, in case, something happens to you where you're caught either by the O'Neills or by law enforcement, or say you get sent to prison and you get the firing squad on you, do you have any final message to this world in case that happens?
Yeah, I got a final message.
Oh, Tonya,
that's my final message.
It already smells terrible in here.
What, dude?
All right, well.
I did got another final message, all right?
Okay, please.
I promise you, don't worry. I about used up all my gas. Enjoy freedom, honey. Enjoy your family, because I don't have that, right? My guy's in prison. I'm being hunted by the law. I can't show my face in public anywhere. I can't even go to my local heroin dealer.
Yeah, and you're drinking at noon.
Enjoy freedom while you doing it. Yeah, well, I always drink.
Okay.
From the time I get up, from the time I roll back into sleep.
During the whole podcast. Well, Tonya, thank you. I appreciate it. I certainly don't take my freedom for granted, and I wouldn't do anything to jeopardize it. And I hope you take the same route. And I hope that, you might have done some bad things, but...
Redwood cigarettes.
What's that?
Redwood cigarettes, especially that's a big kick.
Okay, I have no idea what you just said, but Tonya...
I said Redwood cigarettes are the best. The Lost MC pick.
Is there really an ad read? Tonya, are you sponsored?
Exactly.
Is that how you're making your money?
They're not paying me to say this, but I work there.
This podcast is sponsored by NordVPN.
Tanya, thank you very much for joining me today. Yeah, I don't know. I wish you the best.
It's been a pleasure being here. You got a back door, right?
I do have a bet. Maybe it might be sealed off, but either way, folks, this was Tonya O'Neil. Thank you very much, Tonya, for being here.
It's been a pleasure.
And folks, I will see you next time.